What's up, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz. We got a 7 game slate here on Thursday. So, a lot of things going on today in the sports world. Not only some NBA, opening day for MLB. Go check that video out if you haven't yet. We did make some picks in some of the later games, so you still have an opportunity to get on some of those guys. We got some master stuff. We did cover some master stuff over on the Patreon as well. So, if you're over on the Patreon, be sure to plug in some of those plays if they haven't teed off yet. We're going to be covering that throughout the entire weekend. Stuff gets juicier as people make and miss the cut. So stay tuned for some of that stuff as well. Of course, we're going to be hammering the NBA as well. Things are starting to ramp up into the playoffs. The NBA dying down on the regular season. Obviously, we're going to be going with our same schedule throughout the playoffs. It's going to be a really fun time over here. Baseball content went really well. You guys have been talking about that, commenting in the comment section below. Obviously, the best part about doing two sports on this channel is you can also mix and match them too. So, if you really like one of our picks in the NBA and you want to mix and match with one of our favorite picks in MLB, you're able to do that here on Prize Picks. That's why it's our favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Player props are fun to do in general, so it's no better place to do it at Prize Picks because they do offer the best odds. So if you want to go and give Prize Picks a shot, sign up using promo code UPSTATE. That'll give you a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So I mentioned some Patreon content stuff before, but I'll let Riaz take that over.
Yeah, like Dale said, we got a lot of stuff going over on the Patreon with the Masters, MLB starting up today, of course, NBA as it's ramping up into the playoffs. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. Me and Dale are writing up a ton of articles, giving you a ton of plays. Like Dale said, the best thing about Prize Picks is you can mix and match. So you can look at our NBA write up, you can look at our MLB write up, even the Masters coverage. You can mix and match all three of those and create a nice little 5 play flex or a four pick power. So a lot of great stuff going on there. Everything will be linked in the description below. Also, the Discord is down there, absolutely free to join. A ton of people in there talking about Masters, talking about MLB, talking about NBA. So a ton of stuff really going on here. Trying to build a nice community. Once again, you can find it at patreon.com/upstate.
Yeah, man. Really good stuff over there on the Patreon, as well as the Discord too. So if you guys want to hop in there, like Riaz said, completely free. But let's dive right into this slate. I got two guys here. Riaz got two guys as well. The first guy I want to get to is in the points category. That's going to be Jokic here at 30.5 points. I know people are looking at this and saying this is extremely high. Right now, I think he's the highest guy on the points category, maybe besides Embiid. But yeah, 30.5. Look at his last 5 games. I mean, 41 against San Antonio. They lost that game against Minnesota, but he still had 38 points. But the reason I like this is because they're still in contention to kind of drop into the play-in. So Minnesota and them, Minnesota's a 7th seed, the Nuggets are the 6th seed. So right now, Minnesota still has the opportunity to creep in, if the Nuggets were to lose. So I think the Nuggets are going to roll out Jokic. I mean, it kind of just makes sense. I mean, he shot the ball 35 times last game. They just need wins here. They want to secure a spot with a win today. They're going to secure that spot. Memphis is obviously solid, 2nd seed in the West. Really good defense, but if they do struggle in one spot, they're 15th in center defense. They're about middle of the pack in points allowed and field goal percentage allowed, three-pointers allowed, and stuff like that. But really are a solid defense. So I think right now, with Denver being at home, 4.5 point favorite, it's a huge total at 232.5. Jokic is going to put up a ton of shots, and they're going to be looking to win this game. So I'm going to rely on a superstar here in Jokic, most likely the MVP as well. So I expect him to have a huge game.
Yeah, I really like that pick. I'm going to stay here as well. In the points with CJ McCollum, I know a little bit of narrative here playing against his old team. They played on March 30th. He had 25 points. I mean, two teams that, well, at least one team really not playing for anything in Portland. I mean, I couldn't even tell you half the guys they're rolling out at this point. So there could be a little bit of a blowout narrative here, but CJ McCollum has been playing very well. I mean, against the Lakers on April 1st, he had 32 points. Against Sacramento, he just fell short a couple nights ago. He had 23. But Portland is just a really depleted team. They're kind of just rolling out anybody at this point. They rank dead last in every single category. So this is a really great matchup for CJ McCollum. If this game somehow does stay close and a little competitive, CJ McCollum is going to have an amazing game. And it's just all about minutes here. We know the volume is always there every single night. So if we can get a really kind of competitive game where after the first half it's not a complete blowout and we can get McCollum out there for 30, 35 minutes, I mean, this is going to be a great spot for him.
Yeah, and I love buying into narratives. The revenge game narrative here for CJ McCollum looks awesome. Guy that can stripe it from deep. So I really like CJ McCollum. I like the Pelicans in that game. Obviously, they're huge favorites. They're like 17-point favorites. I'm gonna go with another guy in that game over in the rebounds. That's gonna be Brandon Ingram here at 6. If you're watching this video early, I just suggest if you do like this line, get on it early. I do think that it's gonna go to 6.5. I really do. A lot of major sites have it at 6.5 already. Right now, he had 8 rebounds against Portland once in the season. He had 6, so he ended up pushing, most recently in March. However, they're so bad on defense, like Reoz said. I mean, they're just a horrible defense, but they're 19th in rebounds allowed, 22nd in defensive rebounds allowed. They're about 28th in small forward defense. Should be an opportunity for Ingram to take advantage. I know it looks ugly with the one push here, but like I said, way back in November, I believe it was, they played. He had 8 rebounds there. Should be tons of misses on the Portland side of things. New Orleans should run away with this win. I think Ingram can clean the glass a little bit here too. I like this pick.
Yeah, I like it as well. The last guy I want to talk about is in rebounds as well. With Pascal Siakam, his line's sitting at 8.5. This is a really nice matchup for him. We saw in the last 5 games he's got an 80% hit rate. In the last 10, he's got a 50% hit rate, but the 76ers don't rebound the ball very well. They rank 17th in rebounds allowed. They also rank 17th in defensive rebounds allowed, and also they ranked 18th in power forward defense allowed. And we know Siakam plays a little bit of center as well, just depending on who they're rolling out. But the big thing for me here is they've played, I believe, one time so far this year, and he just fell short. He had 8 rebounds in that matchup, and the way Siakam's been playing as of late, just grabbing 13 against Atlanta, 13 against Boston, which is really great to see considering how well Boston is on the board. So a really great matchup. Harden's been struggling. We know Embiid's just been a monster down low, but with James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Tobias Harris just shooting a ton of shots. If Siakam's playing center or power forward, he's in a great spot to grab a ton of rebounds tonight. So I really like this over at 8.5.
Yeah, I like this pick a lot too. I mean, I feel like this is a little low for Siakam the way he's been playing, averaging 11 in his last 5. Really nice to see. I mean, he's been pretty solid all season. Should be a good spot against Philly here tonight for him to grab a ton of rebounds. So that's going to be our 4 picks. Like I said, we've been pumping out the content. If you guys can please drop a subscription, or I should say subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. That would be amazing. We're getting up there in subscribers. It's really awesome to see you guys have been supporting us like crazy. MLB content, even if you're not a big baseball guy, if you could go check that out, drop a like over there, drop a like here. If you could, that'd be amazing too. I love interacting in the comment section. Drop a comment down below. Let us know if you like the video. Let us know if there's a pick that you want to talk about. And not to mention, get into the free Discord as well. We can chat over there. So a lot of tons of stuff going on over here. You guys have been killing it on the support. We're going to keep pumping out content for you guys. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.